Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. I hope you guys are enjoying your morning so far. For me, it's very sunny. It's very sunny, but this is the catch. It's very sunny, but it's kind of nippy as well. You've had one of those days where the sun is just firing outside and you feel cold at the same time. Like, man, it's nipping here. I need to get me some clothes, man. It's very cold. Yeah, it's actually 2 degrees in the morning where I am, and Uh, we Jamaicans would say that the devil and his wife is fighting at the same time. It's like they're having a clash, a battle in the family. So that's the case right here. It's very firing outside in terms of the sunshine, and it's very not necessarily freezing, but it's very chilly. I'll say that it's very chilly. As you can see, I'm not in my hoodie because I went outside to take a brief walk, and trust me, I like I'm gonna tell this story, and I know some of you guys are gonna laugh, but I was like most mornings I take a brief walk, like a 25 minute, 30 minute walk, and given the current situation outside, hashtag current situation, um, like outside is very there is a lot of snow on the sidewalks, and with the sun outside, I don't know some of you guys know about the sun and ice, but whenever the sun melt the ice, the water is going to seep on the road, which means that it's going to be difficult for me to walk. And I love walking in the morning. And I know most guys won't admit this, but yeah, my ass saw the light of day on the floor. I slipped a few times. Well, in one instance, I caught myself sliding because I guess I'm agile like that. But yeah, um, by the way, this is like my third podcast in a week. My third podcast in a week. Now, most podcast hosts would say, I'm spoiling you, bro. I'm spoiling you. Giving you 3 podcasts in a week, let alone, because usually I give 1 podcast in 1 week. So to give three, that's me being genuine. I'm being a good Samaritan. I'm giving you 3 podcasts, 4 podcasts, 5 podcasts in 1 week, bro. Yeah. um, I'm not on those high ranking numbers in terms of subscribers, but in those, I guess you could say I'm quoting them, but they could say I'm somewhat spoiling you in terms of the amount of podcasts that I've been doing lately. Um, it's funny with football because I don't want to get so close because like there are a lot of football scouts that would say, you know, if you scout this player right, if you train him right, he's going to become a top-notch player. You give him the best nutrition diet, give him the best tactics to play to his strengths and not to his weaknesses so he can be a top notch player. Yeah, man, if you put this guy in your side, man, over a couple of seasons, he's going to be a gem, he's going to be a top notch player. That's what scouts would say. And scouts would, there's some scouts that would say, okay, we're going to play, for example, Barcelona in the Champions League, right? And we need to see how Barcelona side of play goes. Because the side that they're going to play, that Barcelona is going to play against, where the scouts are from, going to say, hey, we are the underdog, so we need to at least get a point, get a goal at the Camp Nou, away goal, and capitalize on it at home. And go say, yeah, we go to Barcelona and see how they play under this new manager. I'm going to see who are their best players, who are their top opponents, not top opponents, top players, um, in terms of performance. So they go to Barcelona, they go to Spain, and they're watching Barcelona at home, how the ball moving, yeah, taking down notes, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's going to play the ball right there, so yeah, yeah. Oh, he's going to score from outside the box, okay, yeah, yeah. And then they say, oh, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi is their best player. Okay, let's see how he plays. And they take down notes and say, yeah, he's going to dribble, yeah, he's going to beat players one on one, yeah, he's going to shoot out the box. Oh, he's good at free kicks. What a goal! And he come back to Manchester. I could say another club. Okay, let's say Arsenal. I know Arsenal haven't seen the light today in Champions League for a good while, but let's just use Arsenal because Arsenal is shit in Champions League, and they're usually an underdog. So let's go. So the Arsenal scouts say, yeah, man, we found out that Barcelona is a side that it likes to move the ball quickly. They like to pass the ball in space. They like to keep possession of the ball. Lionel Messi is a player to. We know we have come up with strategies to not to lock down Lionel Messi. We don't need Lionel Messi to be a threat in our 18-yard box. We need to stop him on the ball. So I talk him at the earliest convenience. Don't let him touch the ball. Don't let him make playmaking. Yeah. And now this is where I'm going to segue into this long podcast. This is going to be a long podcast. So wherever you guys are, whether it's at work, if you guys are savvy like that and just doing your paperwork and just watching my videos, or even at the gym just watching my videos, I appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Um so yeah, man, like these scouts would say, for example, I'm giving an example, so this is not real. But I guess no, wait. Not only that, but there are a lot of scouts in sports that do this. Like for example, they'd watch Kobe Bryant, alright, rest in peace. They watch LeBron James, see how he plays, and say, alright, we're going to lock him now. We're going to double team him, so he doesn't become a threat to our team. But if anybody that has played football or knows sports in general knows that seen from the naked eye, seen from the naked eye, seen from the naked eye is different from actually being in the ring. Being in the ring. Because it's easy for one to say, okay, let's lock down Lionel Messi. Double team him. Well, that's a basketball term. Whatever. Double team him. Don't let him touch the ball. Don't let him dribble. Yeah. Double team. You play. Go over there. Go over there. Mark him up. Don't let him move. Man mark him. Yeah, man mark him. Man mark him. Man mark him. Don't let him move. Don't let him move. And then in the actual match, Lionel Messi kicks the ass and score. What am I trying to say? I'm saying just because just because scouts may say that okay, this is the player's strengths and this is the player's weaknesses, I should allow his weaknesses to supersede his strengths in a game, doesn't mean that when they're actually playing, those weaknesses are going to come out. Because like Mike Tyson said, it's easy to shadow box you're practicing. But none of that, like he's basically saying, none of that means shit when you're in a ring. All of that should go through the window. Because when you're actually against your opponent, that will show who you are. That will show who you are. Like I know some of you guys are reading dating books, pick up books, how to pick up women. And some of you guys say, yeah, man, I know how to pick up women after reading an ebook, after listening to a couple of videos. Yeah, man, I can get any woman I want, man. Man, I'm a womanizer, man. I can get any pussy I want, man. I'm just slick like that. But you just read the book. You're basically shadowboxing in terms of reading the books. But when a woman is in your presence, all that she go through the window. You start stuttering. You start sweating. You say, what's your name? Like she asks you, what's your name? And you say, my name is your name. My name is your name. And she was like, who's this nigga? So I'm basically saying that, yeah, man, in football, it's very. Speaking of football, and I'm going to go on a lot of rumbles and rants, but not rants, because that was a G thing. That was my previous videos. But um, it's funny in football because one will say, like for example, there's a certain side in England that has been under a lot of slap. they have been slated ever since, and relates to a statement that Ika Casillas said some years ago. Liverpool is going to win the Premier League. I think everybody knows that already. I mean, it would be hell if they don't win the Premier League, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They're going to win the Premier League. Uh, but ever since that small, I think it's a United supporter or something, gave Jurgen Klopp a letter saying, "No, we don't like you beating these teams up. At least lose a game, please. Just one game, please." And Jurgen Klopp said, "Well, I respect that you want us to lose, but we want to continue our win. We want to continue our winning streak. We want to do what's best for Liverpool. We want to do what's best for Liverpool. Hashtag, you will never walk alone. You will never walk alone." Uh, so yeah, man. I mean, ever since that letter, Liverpool has lost against Napoli. Well, they did lose against Napoli, but that's not the game I'm talking about. They did lose against Atletico Madrid 1-0 in the first leg of the Champions League round of 16, and they lost against Watford 3-0 away from home. 3-0, and they were beaten by Chelsea yesterday by 2 goals to 0. Following up with Willian goal, and I think Ross Barkley scored, finishing up the finishing up the game. So yeah, Liverpool has been under some scheme, has been under some slating ever since. And Ika Casillas some years ago said, "You can make a lot of saves. You can make a lot of saves." And this is going to relate to my main so I can't even talk this morning. Shit. My main topic for this podcast is about goalkeepers. And Ika Casillas is basically saying, you as a goalkeeper can make a lot of saves, can save a lot of matches, even win matches, or hell, if win a lot of trophies. If you're in in a penalty situation where you have to save that penalty, a lot of people are going to forget that. But for the one mistake that you have made, for the one mistake that you have made, that one mistake, everybody is going to say, "Hey, he made that mistake. He's a crappy goalkeeper. He's shit. He's trash. He should be sold. He should be terminated. His contract should be terminated. He's absolute dog shit." Some of you football fans never cease to amaze me. Never cease to amaze me. And I say that to say, in relation to Liverpool, Liverpool has been on a brilliant run, but it's been ever since, man. They have been garbage in terms of lost games. They have lost 3 in their last 4 games. They struggled to beat West Ham at home. That was a decent comeback from them, and yeah, they have lost 3. They lost 3 games in a row. Um, Speaking of goalkeepers, and this is going to be my main dish for this video. It's funny with goalkeepers because there are a lot of persons saying that goalkeepers are able to have a long career in football, meaning that you could start out from probably the age of 16 to at least age 40 in terms of goalkeeping. If you have that longevity, if you have that talent here, if you are that technical. List in my comment section below which position of a football pitch you think a player has the longest in terms of his career, how long he can prolong in that position, whether it's goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, or striker. Leave your comments down below in my comment section below. Um but back to goalkeepers. It's funny with goalkeepers because thinking of Buffon, his first name is a long name, so I can't remember. His Yeah, Buffon, you have Oliver Kahn, David Seaman, Peter Schmeichel, Peter Shilton for England, if that's his real name. Yeah. Yeah. Um, all of these goalkeepers, all of these goalkeepers were world class until in their early 30s, if not early 40s. Not in their early 40s, in their late 30s, I should say, or mid 30s, because they have the longevity. They know. Or what's that goalkeeper that looked like Kylian Mbappe that used to play for Brazil? Uh, Dida, Dida. Yeah. Wait, actually, yeah, Dida. It looks like Kylian Mbappe. Yeah. So those old goalkeepers could be top class goalkeepers over 20 odd season period, 20-year period, because they're good like that. But there are a lot of goalkeepers in today's society, football society, I should say, that aren't like, for example, I named this name earlier, and I'm going to mention it again. Iker Casillas. Iker Casillas recently retired from football. He's actually associated with the Spanish football team. Um, he actually his wife actually had cancer, some type of cancer in terminal illness. Couple months ago, if not a couple years ago, I can't remember. Could be last year, whatever. Um, but yeah, he's a retired goalkeeper, and Iker Casillas in the early 2000s. Again, I wasn't watching football then. I was on my mother's boobs, but at the time, Iker Casillas was a prodigy, a prospect in football. And ever since he's been going through the ranks at Real Madrid. And he's been a top class goalkeeper for Real Madrid. But ever since 2014, some of you football fans really, some of you guys just have a short attention span, short memory span, short attention span. It's sad, man. Because ever since 2014, Iker Casillas have like I'm going to be very melodramatic, and some of you guys will say, "Real for real, truly." But yeah, I mean, ever since 2014, bro, going up to 2015, Iker Casillas has I've never witnessed through whether it's a a TV television screen or a computer screen whenever I'm watching matches. I've never witnessed a goalkeeper decline that deep so quickly. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Iker Casillas in the 2014-2015 season, I don't think he probably had less than 10 clean sheets in La Liga. Less than 10 clean sheets. Iker Casillas was trash in that season. And Real Madrid fans were booing him. Duh. I mean, that's their MO, right? That's their vernacular. That they usually do that on a regular basis. That's not nothing new. But at the time, Iker Casillas, bro, was conceding goals like crazy. Like, like I go get slack for this, but Iker Casillas, it was rare in that season that Iker Casillas was considered pure, meaning that he didn't have any clean sheet. His virginity was taken in almost every match, if you want to use those analogies. But yeah, man, I mean, he wasn't pure. He wasn't a virgin. You know, niggas would just take care of his virginity in this between the sticks, score goals against him. He wouldn't have any clean sheet, and he couldn't even make save to a certain degree. He was like Adrian yesterday, that Chelsea match. But I'm saying, Iker Casillas wasn't really in his mid thirties when that happened. He was like in his early 30s. Remember, this was 2014, 2015. And I'm saying that most goalkeepers like Buffon, Oliver Kahn, most of these goalkeepers had the longevity to go from to 15-year period to at least 25-year period at the top. Maybe that's kind of a little bit over the top, but probably like 23-year period, they were still a very good goalkeeper. Not at top level, but they were above average level. And this is where I'm going to segue into David De Gea's form at Manchester United, because David De Gea, ever since, speaking of 2014, ever since 2014, David De Gea has been world class for Manchester United. I mentioned earlier in my previous podcast that in my first two podcasts, I think, that David De Gea made a lot of saves in 2014, 2015. And that's why he was linked to Real Madrid at the time. Because at the time, he was considered, believe it or not, he was considered to be the world's best up and coming goalkeeper. Up and coming goalkeeper. He was considered to be the best. And Real Madrid wanted to sign him for him to become the best goalkeeper in the world. Like, he made some saves against Everton, Baines from a penalty spot, I believe. And yeah, man. And I think Ross Barkley as well. Bruh. And ever since, I mean, he didn't go to Real Madrid at the time, but uh, yeah, he didn't go to Real Madrid because of paperwork issues. Yeah, right. Um, um. So yeah, they got Keylor Navas as replacement to Ika Casillas, and he got Kiko Casilla, I think. What the fuck is that? Actually, speaking of Kiko Casillas and goalkeepers, he got I think he plays for Leeds United. Former Real Madrid keeper Kiko Casillas, Spain goalkeeper. I think he was suspended from football action for racial speech or something, whatever. But yeah, Real Madrid wanted David De Gea, but based on paperwork, he wasn't, like, on the deadline of the last day of the transfer season. He didn't go through, and he had to stay at Manchester United. But ever since, he's been world class for Manchester United, and I think David De Gea hit the iceberg in 2018 when he came up against Cristiano Ronaldo in the World Cup openings against Spain. Well, he plays for Spain, so he couldn't play against Spain. Against Portugal, and he scored a hat trick. Ronaldo scored a hat trick against David De Gea, and ever since, David De Gea's Titanic boat has started sinking slowly. Has started sinking slowly. He's never been the same goalkeeper ever since, and that was 2018. And speaking of that, that season in 2017, 2018, leading up to the World Cup, that was his best season to date. Like, he made a lot of saves against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. Lacazette, Sanchez, Xhaka, Ozil. David De Gea was uh, like Spider-Man between the sticks, saving shots after saving shots after saving shots. But this is where I'm going to do an analogy of David De Gea, and some of you guys can relate to this, whether it's from hearing about other people's stories or from videos. Well, let's hear other people's stories, but or you can relate through your experience. Let's say, for example, right? Um, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about an analogy. Okay, let's say, for instance, you met this pretty sexy girl, right? She's very sexy. She's well endowed from behind. She has very nice hips, very soft, juicy boobs, and all that kind of shit. And you saw her and you approach her, and you ask her name, like, what's your name? And she say, Serena? Serena, huh? Well, my name is Ron Sewell. Nice to meet you. We should go out sometime. What's you? And she was like, well, I don't know. I have to, get to know you first. Plus, I'm seeing other persons, so I don't think now is the best time to go out or anything. I hope you understand. I don't want to mislead you or anything. I don't want to play games with you. let me give you all a tip, man. Women always play games, but that's the difference. So we don't want to get down that road. But yeah. So I say, okay, you could give me a call sometimes. Just let me know what your current situation is like. Hashtag. And she's like, I can do that. And I say, okay, enjoy the rest of your day. And she was like, okay, and she just walk off. And then couple days you heard that she was dealing with this certain dude. This certain dude. Well, not yet. She's like she wants to talk to this dude. And no, before I get into that, I'm kind of boring you guys, but let me just get to the point. All right, so let's say she say, all right, boom, she's not really seeing each other, which is bullshit. Um, but she's with you. She's with your weak ass, your punk ass. She's with you as a loser. And she say, well, I have to get to know you first. You have to bring me on a couple dates, some meals, to get to know each other. And say, okay, I can do that. I can do that. Do you want to go to that restaurant? And she said, let's go to that restaurant. And say, okay, let's go to that restaurant. And then y'all start dating and so forth. But then she met this guy that got her pussy dripping wet. Her pussy dripping wet. Even when she's looking at him, she's crisscrossing her legs. She can't even stay still or stand still. She's just hot. She's bothered. She's aroused by this guy's presence. And she's like looking at him. He's like, oh God, he's so fine. He's so sexy. Just look at him. He's so sexy. He's so fine. But you don't know that because she's beside you. And those those thoughts are in her head. And then she started throwing the pussy at him. And she's saying, whoa, this is sorry for my feminine voice, but she said, whoa, this is a sunny morning, isn't it? I say, yeah, it's kind of sunny. So yeah, well, what are you ordering? And I say, oh, so you're one of those kind of girls, aren't you? I say, yeah, I just like to ask guys questions, and I'm just a straight shooter. And she goes, well, my name is Ramiro. What's your name? I say, Serena. Serena, huh? Yeah. Do you come here often or anything? She's basically throwing the pussy at him. And she's like, yeah, a couple times, not that much recently. So, we should go out. We should meet up. We should fuck. Oh, so you're a straight shooter, aren't you? I say, yeah, I love to, If some guys that I'm attracted to, I'll just approach them and tell them, can you fuck me for a couple days, if you like? I say, yeah, I could do that. Take down my number. And he give her his number. And they start fucking. What I think about the loser guy, he don't know that. He's been cuckolded. He's been a cuckold in that situation. And yeah, ever since she's been throwing the pussy at him and she's just fucking him on a regular basis. She's flirting with him. But he don't know that until she met this guy in person. He met this guy in person. And he's like for example, I'm the loser. I'm the loser in this situation, and she's with the other guy that she's very sexually attracted to, right? And they're sitting right in, and I'm right here sitting down, and they're in front of me sitting down, and they're talking. And I say, hey, bro, so what's your name? And I say, call me Romeo, bro. So this is your girlfriend, isn't she? And she, yeah, she's sexy, isn't she? I say, yeah. Uh, and she's looking at him, and you're like, bitch, I'm right here. You can't disturb me in my face like that. Uh, so And then she's like, I like him. And you were like, bitch, what? I say, yeah, I like him. And I've been flirting with him. I've been fucking him for the couple of days that we've met. So you've been cheating on me. I said, I wouldn't put it like that. More like just having fun, maybe. Just a little fun. And she's like, yeah, I would like to be with you. You get me so hot. And she's like, bitch, what are you talking about? I was just fucking you for a couple of days. What are you talking about your own relationship? You bitch.
And she was like, yeah, you should be my girl. You should be my boyfriend.
I said, nah, I ain't dealing with you no more. I ain't dealing with you no more. You bitch. You slut. You thought. You cunt. If you're English. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of my presence. This is my presence. Get out of my presence. It's like, dummy. I was just like, babe, why did you just say that in my face, babe? Come to daddy. Come to daddy. He's such an asshole. He's such a jerk. I love you, honey. I love you. I love you too, sweetie. You can stay with me whenever. That's why you're so reliant, baby. I can call it any time of the day, and you so would answer your phone and you would listen to me. I love you so much. I have to stay with you just because of that. No, some of you guys might find humor into that video, but I I made that long analogy to say that that's what I see with David De Gea. David De Gea has been flirting with Real Madrid ever since 2015, right? And yeah, because that's he wanted to move to Real Madrid. You could say that Real Madrid was the guy that David De Gea was sexually attracted to, and David De Gea wanted to go to that guy, that club. He didn't want to stay with Manchester United because Manchester United, he thought Manchester United he could do better than Manchester United, so he didn't want to stay with the loser. So he wanted to stay with he wanted to go to the arsehole, he wanted to go to the jerk. So he wanted to go to Real Madrid, which is the jerk. Um, and given a couple of years afterwards, where he didn't move to Real Madrid, having Courtois, who I'm getting to in later on in this podcast, he's saying, well, Real Madrid has Thibaut Courtois now, so I don't think they. Real Madrid just hurt my heart. They're such an asshole. They're such a jerk. They're such a pig. They're such a dog. I guess I have to say with Real Madrid, Manchester United, because I know I can rely on them. They want me. They've been giving me money. They want me to have like 400k a week. So I guess I have to say the loser. Believe it or not, that analogy and that reality code it makes a combo. Like that's why I see David De Gea in that situation. David De Gea stayed at Manchester United because the arsehole didn't want her anymore. Despite David De Gea flirting with Real Madrid is saying, "Oh, you're sexy, aren't you?" I said,
Yeah, I would like to play for a club. Yeah, you'll always be my dream.
but Real Madrid don't want him anymore. So what he has to do? Lean back on the person that's reliable, that's available. Manchester United, who is a nice guy. Well, I'll give you a lot of money if you just stay at my club, please. I'll just give you 350k per week, please, please. And David say, okay, you go be my bitch though, you know that, don't you?
That's it.
I'll do anything. Please just give me just stay at my club. Please, I'll give you 350k a week. Please, please. Yeah, that's how I see David De Gea's situation at Manchester United in relating to Real Madrid. And speaking of goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois has had a tough start at Real Madrid, but ever since this season, especially for the last 2 months, he's been on top form for Real Madrid. He had a clean sheet against Barcelona in the El Clasico. I call him string bean because he was crap. He was crap in in that game against Japan, where Japan should have won Belgium, but Belgium had the superpowers and supernatural talent to supersede a job beside like Japan, and Japan drop out. Um, so yeah, it's funny with goalkeepers, and I said it to say this because David De Gea is like 28 or 29, and David De Gea is not getting any younger. He's He's not a top goalkeeper. Well, he's a top goalkeeper, but he's not the best goalkeeper as we speak. He's not. Ederson is better than him. Alisson is better than him. Ter Stegen is better than him, and a couple others. So David Gea is not the best goalkeeper in the world, but he's relying on Manchester United because of cash, because of cheese, because you know that United are desperate. United is not a top club anymore in terms of winning trophies, top tier trophies, I should say. So he's going to say, okay, I'll just stay with the nice guy, although the asshole broke my heart, and get another chick, i.e. Thibaut Courtois. Um, Same, man. I find it funny because because most top goalkeepers they don't start dropping in form like when they're 33 or 32, and Davide is like 28 or 29. So that's kind of bit concerning to me. But this is where I'm going to segue into Dean. Speaking of goalkeepers, Dean, I call him Big Dino. Dean Henderson of Sheffield United is a goalkeeper that's on loan at Sheffield United from Manchester United. Um, There are a lot of United supporters that are saying, I love David De Gea, but I think Big Dino, Dean Henderson should be Manchester United's number one goalkeeper next season. And there is a few saying, bro, I don't know. I mean, English goalkeepers, Jordan Pickford, Jack Butland, Robinson, James, what's his name? David James, I think. Yeah, David James of England. In the late noughties for Portsmouth, Ronaldo scored a couple of goals against him from free kicks. He's trash as a goalkeeper. England usually have trashy goalkeepers. I'm very skeptical, man. Very skeptical because based on on England's history of goalkeepers, it has been not great. I don't know, bro. I think we should stick with David here. My thoughts on it. I think David Steen would be a very good backup. But seeing that he's playing a full season for Sheffield United, I don't think he wants to be David De Gea's bitch on the bench. I don't think he wants to play second fiddle or sloppy second. So David De Gea wasn't been on top form ever since the World Cup. So I think he would want to be a starter. Probably there's some United supporters saying that we should sell Dean Henderson to Sheffield United or just sell him. And on the flip side, there are a lot of United supporters saying we should sell David here, allow Dino to be United's number one, and make Romero or Lee Grant, Lee Grant really plays football, or Romero to be second fiddle. My thoughts on it. Excuse me, that's one. That's burp number one. Um, I think David De Gea should have been sold a long time ago, and I said that in my earlier videos. That David here should have been sold long ago, especially when you didn't want to commit. You didn't want to commit to that nice guy club in terms of Manchester United. He was just playing manipulative head games, mind games with the nice guy club, but with Real Madrid, he was like, "Oh, can you just please give me another bid? Please, I'll just accept it in a microsecond, just like that. Please, please, please." And it's like, "Nah, your club is being a bitch. They should give me more. They should, they should, they should cut down the price on you. I ain't just buying you for a lot of money. No." But I think David De Gea should have been another club's goalkeeper, but David Dean, Malik Dean, Henderson. I think we should just give Dean Henderson another season at Sheffield United and just recruit him as United's number one because I'm not really that bought on one season wonders. Like speaking of that, um, yeah, I don't think Dean should start for Manchester United just yet, because you have Joel Pereira, who is a United goalkeeper. I don't think they have sold him right. I don't think they have sold him right. Not yet, but United have a lot of goalkeepers, bro. Decent goalkeepers, I should say. So you know, but so yeah, to finish up on goalkeepers, I don't think. Yeah, David De Gea should have been gone, long ago, bro. I mean, he's not at United because he loves Manchester United. He might love Manchester United, but he doesn't genuinely want to stay at Manchester United. He doesn't want to stay at Manchester United. The reason he's staying at Manchester United is because no other club wants him. That's why he's staying at Manchester United, not because he has a genuine interest of staying at Manchester United. I hope you guys understand that and get that. Um, yeah, Manchester United is going to be hosted by. I don't know. This is a long podcast for going on to 42 minutes now. Um, Manchester United is going to be hosted by Derby County in the FA Cup round. I think it's the fifth round or something. Can't remember. But United is going to be hosted by Derby County in the FA Cup. I've haven't seen much of Derby County's action when playing, but they're a solid side. They're a solid side. And speaking of that, Manchester United is going to play against their top scorer of all time, and his name, and I've mentioned his name in previous podcasts. His name is Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney. Um, yeah, Rooney, who is United's top scorer, will play against his old club tomorrow. So that I'm waiting for that. And speaking of Rooney, there are a lot of United supporters saying that Rooney is a legend. I would consider him a legend. Yeah, I would consider him a Manchester United legend. But my thing is Rooney really a legend? Alright, let's say for example, if Rooney wasn't United's top scorer, would he still be considered a legend? Would he? Let's hear your comments down below in the comment section if you think that if Rooney wasn't a Manchester United top scorer, would he be a legend for the club? In my comment section below. Because I think at best if he wasn't, well, to me, I think that Rooney would still be a legend if he still wasn't United's top scorer. And I think personally, I think that's the reason why United kept him for another season before he actually left, because Rooney was closing in on Bobby Charlton's record, and they wanted to see if Rooney would beat that record, and voila, and he has. So leave your comments down below if you think that if Rooney didn't have a lot of goals for Manchester United, or he wasn't United's top scorer, would he still be considered a legend? Leave your comments down below in the comment section below. So Derby is going to host United in the FA Cup next round. That's tomorrow. I think United is going to. Well, like I read something on Twitter saying that Rooney is going to celebrate if he scores against Manchester United. Really, Rooney? I mean, you're not asking for a punch, are you? You don't want to be punched, are you? Right? I mean, come on, bro. I mean, what's wrong with football these days? They just want to wind up or rile up your old club because you were crap, bro. You were crap when you were sold, so you have to humble yourself. You know, 44 minutes. Um. So yeah, man. I think United is going to scrap through with 2 goals, 2-1, 2-1 to Manchester United. I don't think Rooney is going to score, but if he does score, props to him. Um. Actually, I want to see him celebrate because shoot, my brother is going to get a piece and go at Rooney. A joke, man. A joke. A joke. A joke. But yeah, I think United is going to beat Derby County by 2 goals to 1. My starting 11 would be Romero. I think United is going to use a 4-2-3-1. Wait, I think no, they're going to use a 3 at the back. So wing back would be Dalot, Eric Bailly in the 3-man centre back with Harry Maguire as the centre back. if that makes sense. Um, and as the left centre back, it would be Luke Shaw and then Brandon Williams. So that's a back five. In midfield, we have Fred. Believe Fred is going to start. Fred and Scott McTominay. Bruno Fernandes will start as well, I believe, with Martial and Igalo starting up top. Yeah, I think the big guns are coming out tomorrow with Martial and Igalo up top. That's just my starting 11, but this your starting 11 for Manchester United tomorrow for tomorrow's game. And before I close, I just want to say this shit. I just want to say this shit. Some of you YouTube podcast hosts want to try you want to think you want to give off the misleading impression that you're trying to support a brother like me on YouTube because of less subscribers than you. I say, bro, that's a lovely podcast, bro. And can we be YouTube friends? We be, united YouTube buddies. Can we be friends? Can we be friends? You know? And I ain't go say the name of the YouTube channel, but this YouTube channel commented in my last comment section and deleted the post. He said, "Yeah, bro, we're going to subscribe and we're going to like a video. Can we be YouTube friends?" I mean, bro, that's manipulative. Yeah, that's being full of shit. Cause for one, the person never subscribed to my channel, and the person never liked my video, and yeah, he commented then deleted his comment. I mean, what's that, bro? I mean, if you don't have anything better to do other than make videos, then don't comment in my comment section. If you know deep down you haven't watched my videos, do not comment on my videos. Period. And I think I know you're watching this video right now to some extent. So don't do that, bro. If you know you haven't watched my video, then don't say shit. Don't say shit. That's what I would say. Don't say shit. Do that in some other niggas podcast, not mine. Not mine. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's just my podcast for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your day. I know I went on a long segue in this video, but so certain things just had to be said. Um, so yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Now I'm rushing the week. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll show you in the review match tomorrow. Peace.